welcome to In Depth. I'm Teena. The 2018 Commonwealth Games in Gold Coast came to a close on Saturday. For India, it was a satisfying campaign that saw the country occupy the third place in the medal tally with 66 medals, 26 gold, 20 silver and 20 bronze medals. It was India's third best showing at the Games after the 2010 Delhi Games, where we bagged 101 medals, and the 2002 Manchester Games, where we won 69 medals. But what was truly noteworthy about the Gold Coast Games was the sheer spread of the disciplines in which our sportspersons won their medals. India dominated in events from wrestling, weightlifting, shooting, boxing, badminton, and particularly table tennis. We even opened our gold medal accounts in a few events. Our episode today celebrates not only these world-class performances, but also analyzes how close we are to beating the world's best in Olympics. Well, India this year recorded its third best performance in its 88 years of Commonwealth Games history. Let's take a closer look at the hits and misses at the Gold Coast Games.
Grueling training sessions, keeping a dedicated focus, remaining fit and injury-free. That is the life of any sports person looking to win a medal. The struggle is all the more tougher for those who come from backward areas. Limited economic means, lack of infrastructure and even limited access to sports facilities due to politics are additional challenges for them. It also does not help that a large part of the country only sees cricket as a sport and does not regard any other sport with the same passion. But despite training in such an inhospitable climate, Indian sportspersons did a fantastic job in this year's Commonwealth Games, winning 66 medals. A tally that included 26 gold, 20 silver and 20 bronze medals to make it our third best performance ever in these games. It was only in the last few years that India started focusing on developing its sports facilities. The results are for all to see. One sport that India has achieved all-round success in is our traditional wrestling. All the 12 Indian wrestlers managed to win medals this year. India won 5 golds, 3 silvers and 4 bronze medals in different wrestling events. India's best performance in the Commonwealth Games was in 2010, when it won 101 medals, including 38 gold, 27 silver and 36 bronze medals. In the 2002 Manchester Games, India won 69 medals. This year has been big for Indian women who won 28 of the 66 total medals. India's performance this year was nothing short of extraordinary, with the country registering its first gold medals in many disciplines. Like athletics, in which 20-year-old Neeraj Chopra won the country's maiden medal at javelin throw. Similarly, the Indian women won gold for the first time in table tennis. India stayed ahead in wrestling, weightlifting, badminton, shooting and table tennis. Medal tally-wise, India clinched the second position in boxing, but while talking about the success in Gold Coast, we should not forget what we missed out. For instance, India's performance in our national sport hockey was disappointing. Both the men's and women's team returned home empty-handed. The women's squash pair of Deepika Pallikal-Karthik and Joshna Chinnappa reached the women's doubles final but missed out on the gold. In the women's freestyle 53 kg final, Babita Kumari lost to Canada's Diana Vicker by a close margin. Mohammad Anas registered a national record in the 400 meters race but missed out on the medal by a whisker. Likewise, Hima Das performed her best but stayed in the 7th place. With inputs from Zaigam Murtaza and Vipin Chauhan, Bureau Report for Rajya Sabha TV.
Indian women athletes proved they're as good as the best in the world through their outstanding performances at the recently concluded Gold Coast Games. They not only won medals but created history as well. In this report, let's take a look at the women who made the country proud. Indian women athletes proved their mettle in the recently concluded Commonwealth Games. Whether it was boxing, shooting or badminton, women proved they are no less than anyone else in the world. The athletes not only won gold in boxing, wrestling, table tennis, shooting and badminton, but also created new records. Five-time world champion Mary Kom became India's first woman boxer to claim a Commonwealth Games gold. It was Mary Kom's first ever Commonwealth gold. She defeated Northern Ireland's Christina O'Hara 5-0 in the final. Wrestler Vinesh Fogart won gold in the women's 50 kg freestyle wrestling.
The real heroes for us at this Commonwealth Games were the female athletes who've probably carried our sport since Rio Olympics. They've done really well. They've pushed the guys also to do well.
In table tennis, Manika Batra created history by becoming the first Indian woman to win a singles gold in the sport at the Commonwealth Games. She defeated Yu Mengyu of Singapore 4-0. Her stupendous run not only included a gold in the singles event, but also another one in the team event, a silver in the women's doubles and a bronze in the mixed doubles. In the women's 50 meters rifle 3 positions event, Tejaswini Sawant created history by breaking the Commonwealth record with 457.9 points to claim gold. In the double trap event, Shreyasi Singh added another gold to India's medal tally. She bettered her previous performance at the 2014 Glasgow Games, where she claimed silver. Similarly, 16-year-old shooter Manu Bhaker won women's 10-meter air pistol gold medal, while weightlifter Mirabai Chanu secured India's first gold of the 2018 Commonwealth Games. In the process, she smashed the Commonwealth record by lifting 196 kg in snatch and clean and jerk event in women's 48 kg category. On the last day of the Commonwealth Games, Saina Nehwal defeated compatriot PV Sindhu to claim gold in the women's singles badminton. She had also won gold in the badminton team event and became India's first badminton player to win 2 golds at the Commonwealth Games.
The reason behind is, I think, the support from the government, support from SAI, support from the corporates who've come forward to help these athletes train better and train well.
There were other women who were unable to win gold, but their performances made the country proud. They included Babita Fogart, shooter Anjum Modgil, shooter Mehuli Ghosh and athlete Hima Das. In women's 53 kg freestyle wrestling, Babita Fogart won silver. At the 2014 Glasgow Games, she had won gold. Anjum Modgil won silver in the 10-meter air rifle event and bronze in the 50-meter rifle prone event. Mehuli Ghosh not only won silver in the 10-meter air rifle event, but also set a new Commonwealth record in the qualifying round. On the other hand, competing for the first time at the Commonwealth Games, Hima Das qualified for the final of the women's 400-meter with a personal best of 51.53, but failed to win a medal. With their showing at the Commonwealth Games, women athletes seem to signal that they are contenders for the 2020 Olympic Games as well. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV. Time for a short break on the program. We'll be right back.
Tales that inspire. Stories of social change. A salute to diversity. Promoting public discourse. Events that motivate. Inspiring the innovative spirit. Watch Rajya Sabha television documentaries.
Trophy boat race of Kerala, popularly called Vallam Kali in local parlance. This historic boat race dates back to 1952 when Pandit Nehru visited the state and a pageantry of boats accompanied him from Kottayam to Alappuzha. The race, conducted on the second Saturday of August every year, is a major tourist attraction. It's generally the snake boats which participate in the race, and hence the shape of the winner's trophy is also a replica of a snake boat. Singhal, the first differently abled woman to top the Civil Services examination in 2014. Born on August 31, 1983, Ira completed her BE from NSIT University of Delhi. Singhal is a testament to the fact that stubbornly pursuing our passions is the only way to the path of greatness. She is the person who did not let a mere disability get in the way of her absolute genius. She has been honoured with the First Lady Award by the President of India in 2018.
प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी 5 दिन की स्वीडन और ब्रिटेन यात्रा पर। राष्ट्रकुल देशों के शासनाध्यक्षों के सम्मेलन में लेंगे हिस्सा। व्यापार और निवेश समेत कई क्षेत्रों में सहयोग पर होगी बात। देखिए देश देशांतर चोगम में भारत, रात 8:30 बजे, सिर्फ राज्यसभा टीवी पर।
Welcome back. You're watching In Depth. Our focus today is on India's performance at the recently concluded Commonwealth Games. India bagged 26 gold medals at the 21st Commonwealth Games in Gold Coast, 12 less than the 38 gold medals it won back in the 2010 edition, and 30 golds that India won at the 2002 Manchester Games. We still have a long way to go before we can aspire for an Olympics glory.
The 2018 Commonwealth Games on the Gold Coast, Australia, has become India's third most successful Commonwealth Games of all time. With a 200-plus contingent delivering 66 medals, India finished third in the tournament. But India still has miles to go and many events to improve at the Commonwealth Games. To be sports leader, India needs to stop banking only on the events like shooting, wrestling, weightlifting, badminton and table tennis. In the sports like gymnastics, India sent 6 athletes for the artistic gymnastics event: Aruna Buddha Reddy, Ashish Kumar, Pranati Das, Pranati Nayak, Rakesh Patra and Yogeshwar Singh. None of them won. Each of the men took part in 9 events and each of the women took part in 7 events. The team's best finish in the artistic gymnastics event was to come in the 7th place that was attained in the women's team event. In basketball, the Indian men's and women's basketball team finished last, 8th in their respective basketball competitions. Similarly, cycling, 9 Indians participated in the event, but none of them got even close to winning a medal. Hockey was India's most heartbreaking event at the Commonwealth Games 2018. The men's and women's team finished 4th in their respective competitions. After moving into the semi-final unbeaten, the Indian men team lost 2-3 to New Zealand before losing the bronze medal match 1-2 to England. The women's hockey team lost 0-1 to Australia in semi-finals before going down 0-6 to England in the bronze medal match. India sent 10 athletes for the lawn bowls event, but none of them could return with a medal. India's best results in the lawn bowls was 5th place in the women's force events. In swimming, 5 Indian athletes took part, with none of them getting near a medal. The best finish was recorded by Vaishnavi Vinod Jagtap. She finished 6th in the women's S8 50 meters freestyle event.
कॉमनवेल्थ गेम्स में इंडिया ने बहुत अच्छा परफॉर्म किया है, इतने मेडल्स लिए हैं जो प्रॉब्ली एक्सपेक्टेड नहीं थे एंड काफ़ी ऐसे मेडल्स हैं इंडिया के पास जो आई थिंक मिस हो गए हैं। लास्ट मोमेंट इंडिया ने कुछ मेडल्स ऐसे मिस किए हैं जिससे कि हमारी टैली और अच्छी हो सकती थी, हम लोग क्लोजर टू 100 मेडल्स हो सकते थे।
Talking about the individual performance, Mohammad Anas missed out on 400 meters men's medal with a personal best of 45.31 seconds to finish 4th in the race. It was first time that an Indian was competing in the 400 meters final at the Commonwealth Games since the legendary Milkha Singh in 1958. Indian weightlifter Pradeep Singh missed out on the opportunity to claim India's 8th gold event at the 21st Commonwealth Games. He came close to finishing on top of the podium in the men's 105 kilograms category, but eventually settled for a silver in a closely contested event. He also went for 211 kilograms lift, which would have been a new Commonwealth Games record in a clean and jerk, but could not pull it off in his final attempt. In mixed doubles, the Indian pair of Deepika Pallikal and Saurav Ghoshal fought hard before losing to Australia's Donna Urquhart and Cameron Pillay in a grueling gold medal match. While applauding the stars who got us medals at the Commonwealth Games 2018, the focus of course is on the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. With inputs from Leena Sharma, Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Although there were a few misses and heartbreaks, Indian athletes produced some scintillating moments of sporting excellence at the Gold Coast Commonwealth Games. India showed its strength in events like shooting, wrestling and weightlifting, dominating these games like never before. India's maximum medals came from shooting, followed by wrestling and weightlifting. 27 shooters brought home 16 medals, 7 of them golds. They broke 7 Commonwealth Games records. The shooters delivered what was expected of them, the highlight being the performance of the youngsters at the just concluded Gold Coast Games. 15-year-old Anish Bhanwala became India's youngest ever gold medalist at the Commonwealth Games. He won the 25 meters rapid-fire pistol event, breaking the game's record in the process. 16-year-old Haryana girl Manu Bhakat grabbed the women's 10-meter air pistol gold medal, while 17-year-old Mehuli Ghosh won a silver in women's 10 meters air rifle event. Indian shooting ace Jeetu Rai also claimed the gold medal in men's 10 meters air pistol event by creating a new games record, while Hina Sidhu picked up a gold medal in 25 meters pistol shooting and a silver in 10 meters air rifle event. Apart from these, Sanjeev Rajput won a gold medal in men's 50 meters rifle shooting. Tejaswini Sawant won gold in women's 50-meter rifle event, as well as a silver in 50-meter rifle prone event, shattering the game's record en route to winning the gold. Shreyasi Singh won gold in double trap shooting. Anjum Modgil won silver in women's 50-meter rifle event. Om Mitrawal won bronze in men's 10-meter air pistol as well as 50-meter pistol shooting. Ravi Kumar won bronze in 10-meter air rifle. Ankur Mittal won bronze in men's double trap shooting, and Apurvi Chandel got bronze in women's 10-meter air rifle event.
Did fairly well. Probably they performed better than the 2010 Commonwealth Games, which we hosted at our home grounds. And since this was in Australia, a difficult time zone, a difficult space to be in, I think we've done really well with 66 medals.
Indian wrestlers also made their country proud with a prolific show in their respective categories. They returned with a 100% strike rate, 12 wrestlers winning 12 medals. The wrestling contingent signed off their campaign at the Games with 5 gold, 3 silver and 4 bronze medals. Double Olympic medalist Sushil Kumar won the gold in style, demolishing his South African opponent Johannes Botha in just 80 seconds in the 74 kg men's freestyle bout. Others who won gold were Rahul Avare in the 57 kg category, Bajrang Punia in 65 kg category, Sumit Malik in 125 kg category and Vinesh Fogart in women's 50 kg category. Those who won silver include Mausam Khatri in men's 97 kg freestyle, Pooja Dhanda in women's 57 kg freestyle and Babita Kumari in women's 53 kg category. Olympic bronze medalist Sakshi Malik had to be content with a bronze medal in the women's 62 kg category. Apart from her, Somveer, Divya Kakran and Kiran Bishnoi also won bronze. The platform for India's massive medal haul at the Gold Coast Commonwealth Games was set by the Indian weightlifters. The country's first medal at this year's Games as well as the first gold medal both came from weightlifting. Weightlifter P. Gururaj opened India's medal account on the first competition day, claiming a silver in the men's 56 kg category. Competing in the women's 48 kg category, world champion weightlifter Saika Mirabai Chanu went on a record smashing spree. She claimed 3 of them in a power-packed performance to secure India's first gold medal at the Commonwealth Games. Sanjita Chanu claimed her second successive Commonwealth Games gold medal in the 53 kg category, smashing the Games record in snatch in the process. She lifted a total of 192 kg to claim the gold medal. Teenager Deepak Lathar became the youngest Indian weightlifter to claim a Commonwealth Games medal, clinching a bronze in the men's 69 kg category. Satish Kumar Shivalingam extended India's gold medal hunting run in the weightlifting competition. Satish lifted a total of 317 kg, which included 144 kg in snatch and 173 kg in clean and jerk. The gold rush continued in weightlifting for India as Poonam Yadav and Venkat Ragala also finished at the top in their respective events. A shade of bronze was added by Vikas Thakur, who claimed the third position in the 94 kg category by equaling his personal best, while Pradeep Singh won a silver medal in men's 105 kg category. The weightlifters won a total of 10 medals, 9 in weightlifting and 1 in powerlifting. The 10-member Indian table tennis team also secured 8 medals, including 3 gold, 2 silver and 3 bronze. It turned out to be their best ever medal haul in the history of the Games. It was also the best performance of the Indian badminton contingent that won 7 medals, 2 gold, 3 silver and 2 bronze. India also secured 3 medals in athletics. Neeraj Chopra became the first Indian javelin thrower to claim a gold medal at the Commonwealth Games, pulling off a season's best effort of 86.47 meters in the final. The other 2 medals, a silver and a bronze, came from discus throw. Silver medalist Seema Punia came up with a best effort of 60.41 meter to win her 4th successive CWG medal, while Dhillon clinched her maiden medal with her final throw of 57.43 meter. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
The concept of Commonwealth Games was first mooted back in 1930 among the British Commonwealth countries. In this report, let's understand the progress of the Games over the years.
The Commonwealth Games is an international multi-sport event held every 4 years. It features competitions involving thousands of athletes from Commonwealth of nations. Spanning 6 continents, the international bloc has 53 members. 71 teams currently take part at the Commonwealth Games, with dependent UK territories and others competing under their own flags. Scotland, England, Wales and Northern Ireland also have their own teams separate from the UK. The man behind the Commonwealth Games was a British official, Ashley Cooper. He was the first to propose the idea of a pan-Britannic sporting contest to foster a spirit of goodwill and understanding within the British Empire. In 1928, a key Canadian athlete, Bobby Robinson, was given the task of organizing the first ever Commonwealth Games. Formerly known as the British Empire Games, the first edition was held in 1930 in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. The Games saw the participation of 400 athletes from 11 countries. For the first time, women athletes also took part in swimming competitions. The second Commonwealth Games were organized in 1934 in London and 17 countries took part. India also participated for the first time in 1934. The only Indian athlete, Rashid Anwar, won bronze medal in wrestling. Since 1930, the Commonwealth Games have been held every 4 years, except 1942 and 1946 during the Second World War. Since its origin, the Games have been known by various names. From 1930 to 1950, the Games were known as the British Empire Games. The event was renamed the British Empire and Commonwealth Games from 1954 till 1966. And from 1970 to 1974, they took on the title of British Commonwealth Games. It was the 1978 Games in Edmonton that saw the event change its name to the Commonwealth Games. 1958 was the fourth time India participated in Commonwealth Games. It won its first gold medal in these games. The legendary Indian athlete Milkha Singh won gold in the men's 440-yard run. Leela Ram won gold in wrestling. Often referred to as the friendly games, only single competition sports were on the program from 1930 to 1994. For the first time in 1998, team sports were included in the list. Nations then competed in cricket, hockey, netball and rugby. Basketball was first included in the Commonwealth Games in 2006 Games in Melbourne. India hosted the Commonwealth Games in 2010, which were held in Delhi. The Commonwealth Games, like the other Olympic Games, has also suffered from political boycotts. Nigeria boycotted the 1978 Games because of the New Zealand's sporting contacts with South Africa. 32 nations from Africa, Asia and the Caribbean boycotted the 1986 Games because of the England's attitude to South African sporting contacts, reducing the number of competing nations to 27. Boycott threats also hung over the Games in 1974, 1982 and 1990 because of South Africa. However, despite many controversies, its popularity continued to increase, including the number of participating countries and players.
And so the most thunderous assault on records in the history of the Games began.
In its 88-year-old history, 21 Commonwealth Games have been organized, and so far more than 90 countries have participated. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha Television.
And that's it from us in this edition of In Depth. We'll see you same time tomorrow now. Thanks for watching.